Guys, I want to point out a revision I just did for my chart for Sooner Than Later by Sixpence None the Richer. My counts were off. I had that G chord that you see at the +2 with the underline. Let you know when to change. I had it on the 3 count. It's not on the 3 count. It's on the 2+. Basically, this song the guitar is kind of chugging along at an 8th note breakup. I don't know how to say it. There's certain words. An 8th note breakup going on. So like your E minor gets 3 8th note counts. Your G chord gets 5 8 note counts. The +3 +4 plus, that's 1 2 3 4 5 8 note counts. Your C chord will get 8 8th note counts to fill in the entire bar. That's a repeat sign. That is the musical symbol for repeat. That means you'll play this all again. If that doesn't make sense, I put play twice, then go to verse 1. So if the musical symbols don't make sense to people, here's me explaining it. When it came to verses, I just tried to put chords where they seem to land within the lyrics. I don't, to painfully put the numbers under every single line would just make me cry and probably you too. So, didn't do that. First chorus comes out. I'm going to put this to 75. So we have our first page here, and it's pretty much in its entirety. Counts are there where there aren't words. I usually put counts, or where words keep going, I put counts. I should maybe add pluses to the A minor and D chord on the bridge here, because you're getting a ding, 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 ding on the A minor, and then 8th note counts for each chord as it segues into the guitar solo. And then I did the same thing with the guitar solo. No words, so here's counts to help you stay on it. And this chugging is happening throughout the song. So I want to say if you know how to sort of if chugging strumming is a thing you've done with other songs, this shouldn't hurt as much. Once you find it, it's basically you're chugging along, and I think I want to say eventually feel will kick in and you'll be okay. So if you're a super beginner, those counts are there to help you limp your way through the song as you learn it, and then eventually it'll get more natural and you won't need it. But they're just a guide. It's just a guide. That's why I make these things. They're guides. And then the ending has, the chords are landing where they land, and that Sooner Than Later happens on about the 3 count there. So I put that in the 3 in black, and it's underlined. So it's right on the 3 count. The Sooner Than Later line will be sung. As you listen to the song, I think the G chord even already begins to happen before she's even done singing that. And I could put, what I usually do when I have that is usually I put the G chord somewhere above the words, and then I put this G chord that's here, I would put that in parentheses to indicate that chord is continuing. So in terms of the way I make my charts, I guess sometimes I use traditional music terminology. Sometimes I use my own little system that I've used since I've been making charts with my praise band for 15 years. So it's kind of a conglomeration of both. So that means I need to explain to people what in the heck my little system is. So when they read my charts, they make sense. Because they may not necessarily go by the universal system. The reason I even make charts in the first place is because I can make things in bigger fonts. They're more readable. Most of the folks, especially when I worked with older band members who needed bigger print, this is a really useful thing to do. And I probably need to go ahead and make a guitar tab map on the next page. Both one that would complement sort of the chugging rhythm guitar, and then the electric guitar is capoed on the 5th fret, so I'd make I'd have to decide, do I make one tab map for just the rhythm, no capo, and then another one for the capoed one, to keep them separate, or should I put them, can I do it in a way where they're both together but they're not confusing? I'll have to process that and do that. But as it stands, you can get the chart this way with the counts fixed. And I will try to get a guitar tab map done. I don't know if I'm going to get it done. It's 9 o'clock tonight and I have to work in the morning. So probably something I might get done over the weekend. So, all right. Well, anyway, thanks again.